Hello and good evening everyone. Welcome aboard to Snack TV on this very special evening, since we got a very special presentation for you. I myself am Shulo, and obviously I am not joined by my co-mod TDR today while my telephone is going off for whatever reason that I cannot recall. I mean, usually I turn it off, so that's my fault. Because we have run into some technical issues on this very evening. First of all, for those of you that might have seen our post on hltv.org below the Flipside MyXMG match, just let me clarify, this match is going to be a Face It TV exclusive, which was announced, I think, like 10 minutes ago. So obviously we cannot show you that, but given that we didn't want to cast this match in German because Horstor from 99damage.de is doing this, and he is obviously a very, very good caster, so there is no need for 2 German streams. We are going to do this in English, or I am going to do this in English today, so please bear with me. It's not my mother's tongue, but I guess we'll have to deal with it. After all, it's mainly the images that you guys are, on the stream for, so yeah, that's going to be it. It might occur that some of you experience some hiccups on the stream. We had that for the last 2 weeks, and you can basically fix it yourself by simply refreshing the stream 1 or 2 times. This is probably going to solve all your problems. The lags are due to Twitch and us not being part of the partner program. At least that's the information that we got. Well, as of now. And that also means that you cannot, as you might have already noticed, change the quality of the stream to anything else but source. So if your internet isn't that fast and it cannot deal with the quality that we are pumping up through the interwebs to Twitch, then you might be out of luck. So sorry for that. We are working really hard on achieving the goal of becoming Twitch partners and then also being able to bring you quality settings and all the other benefits that come with it. And since the guys are still AFK, I guess that is my chance to talk a little bit about the match that we are going to see today. This is, of course, the DreamHack Winter qualifications, and those teams that are playing today, which are MyXMG, Flipside, HellRaisers and Alternate, were eliminated from the round of... Don't let me fail this. Round of 8, I guess. Yes, it has to be round of 8 yesterday, and they get a second chance with this match, so whoever wins this match, which consists of up to 3 maps, if we go the distance, is going to face the winner of the MyXMG versus Flipside match. And this is, of course, for a spot at the DreamHack Winter, which is from the 8th to the 10th of November, if I'm not mistaken. This is something I would love to have my co-mod for, who is still trying to connect to the GoTV server, which seems to be kind of a problem right now. We had this once already. Let's see if he is able to fix it. Otherwise, you just have to deal with me on my own. Let's see how that works out. For those of you who tuned in yesterday for the matches and are already familiar with what Team Alternate had to go through yesterday evening, which was quite a chore, Zonix just mentioned it in the chat. They played London Conspiracy in the round of 16, where they went 2-1 versus them. But the trade-off was that the first map went to overtime, and boy, let me tell you, I think they had actually 3 overtimes. I think one of them was ridiculously long at least. But again, I might be kind of mistaken here because I not have the information prepared. However, they are in this matchup versus HellRaisers, which is going into the knife round on Dust 2. It's obviously going to be on long, and let's see how this works out. What I can tell you is that for those that do not follow the German Counter-Strike scene, Team Alternate is a well-respected team, and after a recent lineup change they also include Gobby, which is probably one of the most legendary German Counter-Strike players. However, they are not able to take the knife round, so HellRaisers are going to decide which side they want to start on, and they are going to stay on CT. Okay. So that's something that you usually would not expect, but in the past weeks, I would say, has occurred quite a few times. And after a delay of roughly 30 minutes, we are finally going live with the pistol round in HellRaisers versus Team Alternate on Dust 2 in a best of 3 match for a shot at a spot at DreamHack Winter 2014. So far we see a nice boost by HellRaisers, who were able to look above the smoke, which is in mid at double doors, and we see the first shots between Angel and SMN, with Simple taking the first frag versus Gob B. Had to be on short, but the refrags are coming in. Aprox is killing off Doja, Tizian, grabbing Markelov and Aprox with a nice shot to the head versus Simple. So now we are in a 2-on-3 situation, and the bomb is being planted right now. First shot on Angel just barely scratches him, but they got his position figured out now, and Tizian dealing the pain with a shot to the head, and it's a 3-on-1 for Kucha. And no, there are no head that he finds, and there is a bug that we encountered yesterday as well. It seems like the GoTV service somehow streamed the sound from one particular player to everyone that is watching the GoTV stream, so I'm sorry for that. There is nothing that I can do about it. Let's just hope it doesn't distract all of you too much. If we have to do it, we can, of course, turn down the volume a little bit. And we see HellRaisers with 2 scouts in this anti-eco round. Markelov with a nice first shot to the head to Tizian. Zonix getting the refrag. That's the first weapon down for Alternate. And the second one, Gob B being dropped by Simple with the scout. SMN being able to catch Kucher in mid. Angel is already moving towards double doors, but no luck for him. Simple. A nice shot on SMN, and 2 players in Alternate are low. It looks like they want to go on B. Simple delivering another painful shot, this time to Aprox. Bomb is going down this very second, and Doja got the scout. He's able to peek above the smoke. And Aprox probably saw his head popping out for just a second there, and it's an easy spray down for him. 2-0 for Team Alternate. But nevertheless, HellRaisers managed to take down 2 guns. So there's that. Not a bad eco to begin with, I would say. You see Doja, who's lurking on long, together with Angel. 3 guys from HellRaisers stacked up on B side. So the middle is open. Alternate does not check this, and now we see the push on long. Gob B being flashed, no chance for him. It's Angel, who is delivering another frag before getting refragged by Tizian, who is clearing out all CTs on long. But that's already a very good eco for HellRaisers. And now they're pushing from behind, and we can see Aprox, who's still lurking there. We might have heard someone step. Markelov knows his position now. But nice shot to the head by Aprox. Kucha pushing out right now. Another headshot and the triple. Going the way of Aprox. 3 headshots for him. And this is looking like a good start for Alternate. Let's see how they manage the first buy round of HellRaisers. Who obviously would like to take this one. Get the first round on the scoreboard. Aprox being smoked at mid. No chance for him to see any CT. This time we see 3 CTs on long. Zonix being shut down by Simple. Was able to gather some informations, I guess, although there was a smoke down. And Gabi is slowly pushing on short. See Markelov sneaky below him at the city base. And of course hear him step. And the rest of Alternate is slowly moving towards A long. They will meet Dozier, who is going towards Crossroads. Now the push on long begins for Team Alternate. Dozier gets shot down by SMM, but Simple delivering the pain to Gob-B, was pushing on short, and Simple not managing to frag Tizian. But Markelov with a nice spray down through the smoke on Crossroads, so now it's a 3-on-2 situation and the bomb has to be planted for Alternate. Bomb is going down this very second. And all 3 cities are stacked up at city base. Markelov gathering the information from elevator. Kucha taking on Tizian, but Aprox with the refrag, and Aprox, no chance for him, where the 2 CTs from HellRaisers. Kucha with the final frag of the round, and the bomb is going to be easily defused by Kucha. No kit for him, but no worries there. There was lots of time left on the clock. And HellRaisers picking up the first round. Of course also their first buy round. And now Alternate kind of in the position of having to take this round. Of course both team have to some extent. But I don't think Alternate wants to let HellRaisers catch up. And both teams seem to play it very slowly, very carefully. Again, triple stack of CTs on long with smokes down, so the push would occur. That would probably not be a problem for HellRaisers. As Tizian is climbing up towards short. So Angel and Kucher, not much work to do on. Sure if Markelov heard steps there. Simple is already aiming towards short with the AWP. And he is flashed, but takes down Tizian. So first frag this round for HellRaisers. And SMM with a nice shot to the head, returning the favor. And Gabi finding Markelov at the elevator. So now we have Doja, who's sitting in pit on long. And Angel and Kucher coming in from CT spawn. Now up the CT ramp, and Molotov's not finding anything. Doja with the frag. Gob-B and Aprox with the refrag. Aprox is being shot down by Kucher. And also Zonix is taking the fall, and now it's a 2-on-1. They don't know where SMN is. SMN manages to cancel the defuse and also clears out Kucher. So Team Alternate picking up the 4th round, and HellRaisers obviously going back to ecoing. No weapons saved there. And this is obviously a strong start for Team Alternate, which should be able to get the 5th round now if they don't mess up. We already see Simple pushing aggressively towards middle from short. There is no one on long from city side. So this could, of course, turn out quite disastrous for Alternate. Do the check. SMM finding the frag on Angel, and SMM also killing Kucher. And we have the 3 CTs pushing from CT spawn, which is smoked down. And go B is just spraying through smoke, not finding anyone there. And I'm pretty sure that HellRaisers are just going to look for exit frags right now. Although there's not much equipment on them, so I mean risking the CZ could be worth it. But by now the clock has run down way too much. Bomb is going to explode without a kit. And Doja looking for a duel in lower dark, not finding any frags there. Simple. No frags for him either, but he is able to save the CZ, which is, I would say, good news for him at least. That might just save him his life this round. And now the problem that HellRaisers kind of ran into with taking the first buy round and then losing it is this: there is no loser bonus available right now. So Alternate can continue to stack up rounds, and if they get this one, then it's back to eking for HellRaisers again. This time we see 3 CTs on B with 2 on long, and Alternate is just slowly creeping up middle towards double doors. See Alternate slowly going towards the A spot from short. I'm not quite sure if HellRaisers actually... Yeah, no, Doja saw the smoke go down. But still no movement from HellRaisers. Now this should be an easy plan for Alternate. We'll plan for short, which is the right call, I would say. And Zonix being caught out. He was trying to backstab Doja on long, but with the plant going down, I am not sure if HellRaisers are going to risk the retake. Short is smoked off, so nothing to grab there. It would be a huge risk to push there. And it looks like they are all just cramping up at the T-spawn and will, of course, look for some nice and juicy exit frags. And there is another round for the Germans from Team Alternate. 6-1 is the scoreline on this very first map in this best of 3. With the second map being Cash, and if we go the distance, the third map being Mirage. And I would say the good news for HellRaisers is that they didn't lose a single weapon last round. I think I am missing a model here. Doja's M4 isn't showing up. So that's a known GoTV bug. And I apologize for that. And from what I'm seeing so far is that HellRaisers kind of always give up control of the middle. So we always see 3 CTs that are stacked up on long or on B, with the other 2s being on the opposite spot. But no real movement towards middle, or no control towards middle, which is obviously helping Alternate quite a lot. And they will obviously try to go for a B split here. Which they do. And CT spawn is completely smoked off. Markelov, however, grabbing a frag. And Kucher being the one on spot that is left. Aprox with the AWP, not really standing a chance here. And Zonix. Headshot. What's simple? 2-on-1 situation, 30 seconds on the clock. This is going to be pretty close, so he has to plant on B by now. However, we have Kucher with the AWP in upper dark. And bomb is going down. But Kucher, nice and clean kill for him. So this is going to be the second round for HellRaisers. And of course a very important one, because losing this would have just meant a forest buy in the next one. When we check the money, jawohl, that would be it. I'm sorry for just saying jawohl, that is so German of me. But whenever I'm casting Counter-Strike Global Offensive, I kind of get into the mindset of using some German expressions, so I already apologize for that. I will try to behave and not do that again this evening. We see Doja being kind of aggressive here on long, spotting Sonics, but no headshot here. And this time Simple with the AWP in mid at double doors. Getting smoked off, so he's probably going to move towards short. Yes, indeed he is. And Alternate are kind of clumped up at mid, with Sonics being the only one at long and now also in middle. So I think they will try to push A. But that might be the wrong call here. Markelov throwing the Molotov, taking some precious time off that clock. Alternate playing it really slowly. Tizian. Nice hit with the grenade from HellRaisers. Now Tizian is pushing down, he's dropping towards city base, but no chance against Markelov. Taking down 2, 3. There goes the 4th. And now it's Aprox alone versus 4. It's Simple not being on point with the AWP right now. And here he goes, Doja taking the last frag of the round. Pretty clean sweep for HellRaisers, but Alternate still has enough money for a buy, I would say. No, they are going to eco? What is this? Okay, so we see Goppy, who had the most amount of cash on his account, going for an AK with the rest ecoing. And that is a very interesting call. So Alternate don't want to go into a force eco round. Flash in mid, no chance. Simple. Easy frag for him. Just had to wait for the steps and then just do the click and deliver the pain. And where is Gopi? Gopi falling on short. Now Alternate are going to commit to the A spot. Nice frag here from SMN, but Markelov instantly with the refrag. Markelov taking out another terrorist, and Doja finishing off Sonics, and that will lead us to a scoreline of 6-4. Still in favor of the German team, Team Alternate. HellRaisers are gathering some speed right now, and Alternate now in the position where they have to take this round. Or it's back to ecoing again. And I like the switch up from HellRaisers here, with Simple now on the AWP in mid, which is a great way to stop Alternate from doing what they did the last 6 rounds. And with the first frag on Tizian on long, Alternate kind of forced to figure out where the weak spot from HellRaisers might be now. Simple already moved towards the A spot. Simple not being smoked off there, but there's the flash and Goppy taking a hit and dying there. Nice play by Simple, another very solid shot on Aprox. Third frag and the 4th frag for Simple. Clearing out the round basically all on his own. There wasn't much support there, but he didn't need it. And there is the 5th round for HellRaisers, and Alternate. Well, looking at the cash, they did eco at similar amounts of cash last time, and yeah, here we go. It's back to weakening again for them, and that might just be the 6-6 for HellRaisers, evening out the score, but we will have to see how this turns out. Alternate, of course, still dangerous. But as I say that, Simple taking out Sonics. And it looks like Alternate are going to choose short again. And there is Simple and Markelov. They're already waiting for them. Ooh, and Simple missing the shot, but Markelov finishing off Gobi. Markelov's very low. And SMN and Aprox being able to clear both CTs on CT spawn, and now it's Simple versus Aprox. But support is coming in. Doja taking out Aprox, who wanted to plant the bomb, but didn't manage to finish this in time. So now we even out the scoreboard from HellRaisers' point of view, and it's 6-6. With eBot telling us it's 6-5, which I think is wrong. But whatever. And right now the tide has turned, it seems, because Alternate don't figure out what the problem is right now. Basically, we always see Tizian lurking on long, or sometimes Zonix, and if they don't manage to get the first frag, basically it's always a play on short. And I would really love to see them trying a B split once more. By now, they should have figured out how Simple is moving with the orb, so he is kind of easy to disable with a nice smoke in city base. When Zonix just looking away as Doja is finally pushing on long. So he is losing the luck battle right there. I don't think that either of them hurt the other guys, so that was just timing luck. And now, Alternate taking control of mid. And Tizian missing a very important shot there, and Angel taking him down, and also Kucher, no problem, cleaning up SMN in the upper tunnels, and now Gobi. 1-on-4. Sees Kucher. Kucher is very low. Gobi, nice shot, but no chance for him. Markelov is already there, and the rest of HellRaisers as well. And for the first time, we see HellRaisers leading the scoreboard 7-6. And that is the randomness that is, in my opinion, Dust 2. Everything can happen here. Tides can turn pretty fast. Again, Alternate with Zonix in front of long. And Tizian's push 2 tunnels didn't end well. Simple with the orb on short this time, so they switched this up. And it really looks like HellRaisers are getting in control of the game. I am not sure if Simple spotted SMN. I don't think so. Again, we see Simple still on short, but now he is moving finally towards the spot. While I mess up the camera, I'm sorry. And Aprox is kind of waiting for him to appear in mid, but that's not going to happen. And Gobi again with the flashes on short. We still have 3 smokes left on the players of Alternates, so I would say a push on B wouldn't be the worst choice here. Smokes going towards city base. And Angel, again, not getting hit by Alternate. Now easy frag for him. Window taking a second one down, and Aprox finally finishing him off. And Aprox seeing the elbow of Kucher in upper tunnels, not managing to frag him outright. It's Simple, lurking in upper tunnels. I'm not sure if anyone is covering that. Nice bang onto Zonix, but Zonix actually fragging him. And Markelov winning the duel with Zonix, but Aprox with the refrag, and Doja finally coming onto the spot. And it's an easy defuse for him. And he is obviously the weaponless player here, which is kind of funny. I think you just have to press escape, but weapons don't turn up again, so I suppose we have to wait for the next map to start, which is obviously quite a while away. with the scoreline being 8-6 in favor of HellRaisers now. And on Dust 2, anything can happen, so we might just be in for a very close map. Can alternate with the play towards mid. Butcher is already in position and just waiting for them to push. And now there's the flash, and Kucher not able to just fire a single shot. I'm not quite sure if he couldn't just pre-fire there. And alternate, taking control of B-bomb side. Easy plant. Zonix fragging Markelov in mid. Zonix not able to finish off Simple. And checking the balance, I'm quite confident that HellRaisers are going to go for the retake. Obviously they are. What am I talking about? It's the 15th round. Sorry there. Simple with the first frag. Swap the orb for an AK. Flash is going down. Simple. Not taking down Goppy and Aprox with a solid headshot onto Doja. Evening out the scoreline at 8-7 in favor of HellRaisers, who had a pretty weak start, but managed to come back with full power and a swing that Alternate might just be afraid of now. And HellRaisers just proving once again they are a force to be reckoned with. Ebot, Markelov. Eisenman just telling him that it's slow. That might just well be. Ah, okay. So Ebot really isn't updating properly. Seems to be forcing the delay right now. And they want to call for an admin. Nothing happening right now. So Ebot just died. We had the same problems yesterday. So in this case, I just might take the time to shamelessly self-promote our channel. We are, and I say we, because usually I am joined by my friendly co-host and analyst TDR, who is having some technical difficulties today. We are trying to fix it behind the scenes, and we might see him appear for the second map. However, I cannot promise anything. In case you like what we are doing, make sure to just drop us a follow for our Twitch chat. That would help us very much. As I already stated in the beginning of the cast, usually we are casting in German, but on occasions like this, we are doing this in English, which is not our mother tongue, but we try our best to provide you with a solid English cast. And I mean, if you don't like my voice, or maybe I'm just doing too many hiccups with my English, then you can of course feel free to mute me, but please don't do that. I'm really trying my best here, and it's kind of unusual for me to fly solo, so that is of course also kind of a problem for me right now. I might just repeat myself from time to time. That is, well, kind of due to the fact that I am, as I said, casting this alone. But then again, thank you guys for tuning in, and fire up some stuff in Twitch chat if you have anything you want to tell me, or maybe just shoot me some critique, or maybe just tell me, hey, you're doing a good job. Just do that. You really are motivating me with that. And I see you. Welcome, Ninja Piranha. I just see you appearing on the chat. So spam it up, guys. And I'm really grateful for everyone that is tuning in, as of course this is also some very great practice for me in case I have to do something like this more often, which I would love to, but of course doing a cast with a co-moderator would be way easier for me. And I am not quite sure what is going on right now. No one's typing in chat. So the way it went yesterday was that they had to get an admin to restart the e-bot who had to get his settings restored. That might just take 2 to 3 minutes. It always is, of course, depending on the admin and how quick they can reach out to one. However, it's nice to see that we have 88 viewers on the GoTV despite having up 3 Twitch streams, I think. I think we have Horror Store with the German one, Game Show with the Russian one, and I am of course doing an English one. Not quite sure if there's another one covering in English, but SMN is switching some weapons, so that is a good sign. There is no crash on GoTV. And I'm just gonna mute myself for a second to pour me some nice water, and I don't want to hear you, have you hear all the noise in the background, as usually those bottles kind of tend to explode on me and spray water all over the place. Fingers crossed it's not happening now. Wish me luck, guys. And I'm back again. Everything is fine. Thank you guys for the feedback in Twitch chat. Okay, I will immediately stop apologizing. And it seems like we had a restart of the GoTV while I was trying to get my water poured into my glass without spilling everything. Welcome, MDADSL from the Ukraine. Nice to have you on the stream. Quite certain you are cheering for the HellRaisers right now, and that seems to be a good thing to do as they manage to recover from a 1-6 lead by Team Alternate, making it 8-7 in the 15th round. And I think we just have to wait for the players to rejoin the server, given that the GoTV is usually around 1.5 minutes behind, so close to a full round. That might just take another minute or two. I'm just giving us a nice little tour of DE Dust 2. And welcome, Czech, also from the Ukraine. So we have quite a lot of HellRaisers fans up on here. And we have the alert, please wait for broadcast to start. And the players are joining, so that's a good sign. Then again, this won't make my job much easier because I'm quite certain that the scores will not reset. So I will just have to write them down for a second. Obviously, it's one of the closest matches at this qualifier, I would even. Should be quite easy to remember the scoreline. However, let me get a piece of paper for you. Go. And we should be good to go any second now. And it looks like the match is going to restart now. But players are missing the money, so eBot, what is going on here? Kill we choose. What is happening now? Okay, so CMSNN looking to be an alternate fan. Just out of curiosity, because there's not much people spamming in the chat anyway, so I can kind of focus on you. You don't happen to be from Germany, do you? Because that would be kind of strange. So again, no, the map ain't over yet. The scoreline is 8-7 in favor of the HellRaisers. And we are now entering the second piss round of this map with HellRaisers starting out as the T's and alternate already getting the first frag onto Dozier. Tizian pushing short, but no chance for him. Simple and... was it Kucher? Yeah, Kucher. I'm kind of confused right now because the numbers on the minimap have switched because of the server restart. SMN, 2 nice headshots, a third one, it makes it 4 headshots for SMN this round, and Sonic's also delivering the pain straight to the head, and Alternate taking this very crucial pistol round, I would say. And CMSN is from Germany, so that's kind of funny, because I would expect every German one to sit tight at Horstdoor stream, who is obviously doing a great job and has done all night yesterday. And we have a pause with an unpause coming up. And just so you don't get confused, it's now 8-8, an evened out scoreline. And obviously HellRaisers with the eco round. And they're already taking control of mid, but SMN managing to get a hold of Simple. And the HellRaisers still stacking up at double doors. Angel peeking it short. And he steps. So Tizian must have heard that. Tizian rigging Doja. And now it looks like HellRaisers are going for the A push. Yes, there they go. And A procs. Nice hit on Markelov, taking him down to 10 HP. Another nice hit on Kucher. A procs fragging Markelov. Kucher taken down by Tizian, and now it's all on Angel with the Juan Dijk. Let's see if he is able to deliver. Prediction shot, not hitting anything. Now he's making some noise. Sonic's already waiting on him. But no Juan Dijk from Angel, and now Angel is just going to push towards City spawn, and he manages to take down S&M. And now he simply does not have to die. There he goes, no M4 save for him, but still, quite a nice eco round for the HellRaisers, but no bomb plan, so they have to eco a third time. Looks like Goppy and Tizian going to get some company on long. Push from HellRaisers. Starting out strong, Markelov with the first frag. Tizian trying to stop the wave of terrorists swarming in, and he's able to take down Markelov in return. But now Simple with the M4. Obviously a nice pick off and a nice pick up for him. And Simple and Kucher are still lurking at pit, while Doja and Angel already rotated towards mid, but Aprox Able to find Simple in the pit. And it looks like HellRaisers are not that sure what to do right now. Obviously a tough spot they're in. Doja and Kucha more or less trapped inside the pit on long. They know Aprox is watching. But Aprox seems to be kind of a bit too defensive here. Now the flash coming in and SMN taking down Angel and also Kucher. Now it's all on Doja. And no chance for him. SMN, triple headshot again. No, 2 headshots, 1 normal frag. And the third round in the second half for Alternate, making the score 10-8. Now we see the first buy round from HellRaisers. Simple, not able to hit anything in mid. Alternate with 3 guys on long. Tizian is already rotating towards mid. And it's Assaman and Zonix on B again. Not sure why Aprox is just going so aggressive right now. They heard the orb from Simple. He could be anywhere. Angel, meanwhile, gathering some information at double doors. But did he spot Tizian? That's kind of the question here. Aprox aiming towards short. Now it's all on him to stop the goal from HellRaisers. Tizian with the first frag onto Angel. Now comes the push. And Simple going onto the spot last. Let's see if he makes it a not least. It's a 5-on-4 situation for Alternate. Doja making it 4-4. Bomb is planted for short, so the Molotov not really doing anything right now, except SMN taking out Marklov, Simple with the refrag, and Gob B taking out Doja, and the bomb is ticking away. And Tizian not able to clear Kucha. Kucha, 2-on-1. Gob B stops him, and the defuse, is it going to be enough? No! And the frustration shot by Zonix. And that is the first round for HellRaisers, and a painful one for Alternate. That was like close to half a second, I would say. And now Alternate being forced to eco. And that is not good for the German team. 10-9 scoreline right now. Doja already with the first frag onto Gob B. The HellRaisers pushing long now. There is Aprox. The pretty small hit on Marklov, just only taking away 14 HP in total. Smoke buying some time. But ultimately I can only see Go coming from long. The HellRaisers seem to be committing. Or are they? Some bangs, but no avail here. Flash is coming out and the clock is slowly ticking away. 35 seconds to go. Kucha taking out Tizian on short. And also Aprox to fall. Zonix going down at CT spawn. SMM with a final frag onto Angel, but not enough there. Only one gun taken out. And that looked to be a pretty solid anti-eco round for HellRaisers. 3-2 the score in the 22nd round, making it an 11-10, no, 10-10, excuse me, for HellRaisers. We're obviously in the 21st round, my bad. Simple already with the first frag onto Gob B. But we don't see an orb coming out of HellRaisers, so alternate maybe with the slight advantage here. Aprox not finding anyone on long, he's a little bit too late here. Zonix alone on B right now. Molotov going down, SMN meanwhile fragging Angel in mid, but is it enough? Zonix has to stand his ground, and he is able to survive quite long enough for Zonix to arrive, but he isn't able to do anything. Both get shot down. 2-on-4 situation. Terrorists have taken the B spot, and as all of you probably know, retaking the B spot, being one man down, is quite hard. Even with an even out player situation is hard. But 2-on-4, 1 orb, I don't think it's worth to risk the orb for this. Quite hard to do anyway. Aprox. Ooh. Takes on Markelov. He has to be careful now. Doja is already waiting for him. Tizian with another frag onto Simple, so HellRaisers just trying to take out some weapons.
Terrorists win.
And Aprox with another frag on Doja, and only Kucha surviving the round. So HellRaisers throwing 3 guns away. I mean, it was worth it to try to take down the orb and kill Aprox, since alternate has to eco now. But then again, we haven't seen that much of a play from him, but this one certainly is. Aprox winning the battle with Simple in mid. It's a 5-on-4 situation for Team Alternate. Aprox still lurking in middle. Flash comes out, misses Angel. While SMN kind of escalating at upper tunnels. Didn't manage to grab the weapon of Kucha. But it's a 5-on-3 situation, and we still have 2 guns up on Team Alternate, one of them being the orb. And HellRaisers not going full throttle again. Markelov kind of predicts SMN on plat. Oh, and Markelov shooting right through Doja and not even able to kill SMN. Now he does, but it's already too late. Tizian finishing off Doja and only 5 seconds on the clock, and there it is. Gob B pushing through lower tunnels and finishing off Markelov. And what a misplay by HellRaisers. That was pretty greedy. I mean, I'm sure they had to know that our alternate wasn't force buying here. Not with that scoreline, which is, by the way, 11-11. Now it's HellRaisers with the eco round. Already nice solid hit onto Simple, who's down to 33 HP. And HellRaisers pushing on long, but not even checking long, only going for Gob B, who's in the pit, and Tizian unable to take out 2. One of them being the weapon Markelov from a spot, managing to take down Tizian. And Angel also fragging Aprox. Now it's a 2-on-3 situation. Gob B is in very bad shape right now. 14 HP left. But unfortunately, the bomb is down in pit, and Markelov finishing off Gob B. Zonix with the frag onto Angel, and now it's a 2-on-1. 33 seconds on the clock. Markelov has to pick up the bomb in pit. And has to go for A, but no chance here. Zonix with the headshot onto Markelov, securing that anti-eco round for his team. And now the HellRaisers able to buy again. Nevertheless, solid eco round by HellRaisers, I would say. But no AWP for HellRaisers this time, only able to smoke off mid. Aprox going towards short. And the HellRaisers seem to force short right now. All 5 players are stacked up there. And I wish I had TDR at my side right now, because I'm quite sure he could say something pretty interesting to that. I can only guess, but I haven't seen Alternate pushing up short up until now, so they're playing it really safe. And I'm not sure if HellRaisers are just waiting for a greedy push or are not quite sure what to do themselves. Now they're going for the A split. Gob B versus 2, can you do it? Nice flash, but no frag. Aprox managing to take down Markelov, but I'm pretty sure Gob B also saw Angel there, and Aprox obviously didn't. And Angel taking down 2 CTs. Simple with a frag on Tizian. SMN with the refrag, but falling in the very second. And now it's a 1-on-3 for Zonix. Can he do it? Losing the round would mean back to ecoing for Team Alternate. And a nice headshot onto Kucha. Doja with the AWP. Closing the round for HellRaisers. 5-4 the score in the second half. But mind you, that is of course not the score, the total score from Dust 2, which is 12-11 in favor of HellRaisers. Or excuse me, 12-12. I'm just kind of losing my mind right now. It is of course 12-12, even scoreline, but Alternate with the eco round. And it looks like it's going to be a B push. SMN with the frag onto Kucha though. They also heard Zonix with Deagle. And here comes the push. SMN already left the spot, only checking through doors. And Simple aiming towards window. I'm not sure if SMN wants to check that. Now he can. Nice flash by his teammates. Simple taking out Tizian. Simple still aiming towards the window, but SMN with a nice headshot on Doja. Alas, it's not going to do much, and I'm not sure what Gob B is doing. He's kind of running a marathon around the map. And I'd say tries to go for some nice exit frags. Let's see if HellRaisers want to give him that. Doesn't look like it. Markelov, the only one close to him, and he is going to remain in upper tunnels. Doesn't want to take any chances here. And there we go with the lead for HellRaisers now. 13-12, so it's a really, really close match. And Butcher just left the game with the VAC authentication error. What the hell?